This episode is sponsored by Foul Mouths. Foul Mouths is a new neighborhood grill and bar specializing in pollo al carbón, clamatos, and spirits, with a great outdoor patio located in the heart of central El Paso at 800 North Piedra Street in El Paso, Texas. Please follow Foul Mouths Facebook for updates and additional info.
Sweet Jesus Radio.
Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Sweet Jesus Radio. I'm your host, Sweet Jesus. Got my lovely co-host.
Hi, guys.
Candace in the house. My sister from another mister. And
Sexy Candace.
we have a special guest co-host. You heard the breathy voice there. This young lady's a good friend of mine. We had an impromptu conversation last night, just chatting. We'll get into that later also because it was
just
funny.
worked. Like, it all just worked.
We were just funny. We were just chatting. I don't know if she knows, but I was wine drunk even. I was just being silly.
Now I
with
know.
her. Yeah. And I'm going to break that down too. But yeah, just a good homegirl. A lot of you probably know her. She's just super smart, funny, talented girl.
Thank you.
We want to welcome to the show the homegirl Rachel from Sex in the Sun City
On Instagram. Hey. Yeah, on Instagram.
on Instagram.
Yeah. Haven't been on Facebook for a minute. I think I'm just too busy to multitask different
Yeah.
It's
social medias.
it's a lot,
That's a
dude.
full-time job in itself, and right now I ain't got no time.
Yeah,
Wherever I
a
can, yeah.
So it's just in general, the listeners, regular listeners know this is one of those shoot the shit episodes. No big interview or anything like that, but you know you love it. You know the fucking vibes. So I want
You know the fucking vibes.
I want to get warmed up and start off. Well, let's talk about that. So because I was drunk, and my phone's recording the video, but you had posted something, right? What did you post about another page?
Oh, yeah. So,
Was it in your story?
Yeah, it was in
trying to
my
remember.
story. It was. So I'm just working on a few different projects. So I made a separate page for that's just all me. Like,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily my writing and all Sex in the Sun City. It's other stuff, other
Project.
pieces of who I am, I guess.
Yeah, and me, I was like, this is the part because listeners, this is my homegirl, but I haven't seen her in a while. We're not tight, but that's my homie. I've always had respect for you and love for you.
Likewise,
but,
thank you.
You know, I don't know if she gets my full sense of humor.
I don't think anybody gets your full sense of
except
humor.
you and a couple others. Even some of my closest
No,
friends
but I think
don't
he
get
asked
it.
me if I was depressed.
No, I didn't.
what did
You
you
see
say?
how people interpret shit?
No, but I was like,
No, hold
should
on.
I answer truthfully?
Never,
I didn't even take it like.
Girl, well, how much time do you have?
I know. How drunk
Yeah.
are you? Exactly.
God, never answer seriously.
Never answer.
I'm joking. I'm not joking, but I'm
I
saying-
have no other way
No,
of
but-
answering than truthfully.
But I'm just saying I joke around a lot.
No, yeah.
So
like 90,
99.99% I'm joking around. And if I'm not, I'll say it. And even when I do say I'm being serious,
I'll
I'm
be
still
good right
joking.
out.
But I didn't say anything about depressed though. Isn't that that's
No,
a-
you didn't
that's
say
a different
depressed. You're
topic.
right. You said.
But isn't that weird how the mind does that?
Is
though?
everything
Interprets it.
is
never-
everything all right? I think you.
Say,
I
are
think
you, are
you
you
asked.
doing
is-
okay? Something like along those lines, right? I use the word okay there somewhere.
But then you just like you
Point
said
being-
you've known me from the past, so I'm like, is he asking me from like an honest
Like
point?
a
Like I
yeah.
haven't
Not
seen,
at
yeah,
all.
I haven't seen him in forever. I haven't
That's
talked to
the-
him in
that's the point
forever.
of
Like
fucking with people.
how all right am I? You know, how far back do you need me to go?
All getting all
you
existential and shit.
You trigger her. She goes on like a self.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a joke.
I'm
It's
already here.
I do this, and it's don't take it the wrong way, but I do this a lot. I do that. I put when somebody posts something, I don't care what the post is. I'll just put, "Are you okay?" And it does get people going. But I do it like to my friends. Like
Am I okay?
I do it to my friends.
Well, you
though.
were wine drunk. I had
I
I
do
was on I was running on coffee like hardcore. I had like a cup of coffee like at 10
Oh,
o'clock.
you did say that.
Yeah,
Point-
and that
point-
was it. I was up till about 4:30.
Yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
were up later than me. Then I crashed up. I was being a good boy. But point being is that.
Proud of you, friend. Proud of you.
Thank you. We'll talk about that too. But point being is that I always do that. I always say that to my friends. Like I don't do it to like strangers or even casual friends. I put, "Are you okay?" But I'm joking. Like it's just because I want to see what they say. You know what I mean? So yeah. So it just
Noted.
So it's,
Everybody unloads their traumas on
Noted.
you
you.
know, well, that happens to me a lot too. And I'm a good listener. You are.
You are.
And I'm here for my friends. But point being is that it spawned a conversation, and we talked about you
In
being
the
on the
past,
podcast
yeah.
before. So
Talk about all the ironies today, though, because I had literally been wanting to tell you that I want her to be.
there's a lot of coincidences going on today.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. So we're in tune here.
Yeah.
In Speeches Radio, but yeah. So we just had we would have kept going probably, but I literally dozed off because I was wine drunk, and I'm glad I did because I was super productive today in the morning and stuff like that. But so yeah, we just talking. And I was like, you should get on the podcast soon. And I was like, wait a minute, we're doing one tomorrow. Can you make it? And boom, here we are.
I was like, yeah, I'll be there.
And you know what? Honestly, that surprised me because, I'm glad because, people say they're going to do this, and that, and they don't. And we'll do our episode either way.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you're here, and I'm glad you're here. And
Thank you.
And I'm glad, dude. Okay, so
Thank you for having me.
I didn't know
I tell you we're having
that it was you. Yeah, like he was just like, he said I just like drunkenly invited my friend, like my homegirl, and he was just like, she's gonna come, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, who is it? And then he was like, my friend Rachel, and I don't know you as Rachel.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, like it's some random bitch. I was like, okay. So then, whatever, she fucking better be cool.
I'd have been the same way.
So then we're like coming, and then he mentioned something about writing, and I was like, oh my God, stop. Like in my head, I was all like, but then I was like, no, I don't know. Like, so then I asked him again. I was like, well, like, who is she? Like, do I have her on anything? Like, do I know her? And he's all, I don't know, maybe. And then like just kept talking. So I was like, oh, okay, like maybe I don't. Like,
yeah.
cool. And then
Good
we were
stuff.
like literally right here, and his phone was right there, and it was like up, and it was ringing because you were calling him, and I see Sex in the Sun City. I was like, I was like, stop, it's her. Oh my God. I was like, I've been wanting her to come on the show. And he was just like, well, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I love your content as well. It's been fun following you as well. So it's like finally just put you up and close in person. Yeah.
That's another thing I like doing is introducing cool people to other cool people,
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one of the things to get warmed up, it's weird because another coinky dink is, we ordered Papa John's, listeners. But this is just a quick story to get warmed up. On Friday, I ordered Papa John's. But on last Sunday, I lost my debit card. I have no idea how, but I did. But I haven't ordered one because I didn't want to like cancel my shit because I don't carry cash. So I needed access. So I had my phone. My phone could still buy stuff with my digital wallet, whatever the fuck, Google Pay shit. And so for whatever reason, that day, that wasn't even working. But I was out of groceries. It's late, no money, and I'm hungry. So I ordered a pizza, and I had a bunch of quarters from my laundry money. And I didn't know how much I had, more than I thought. And I was like, I can buy a pizza with this shit. But I didn't tell these motherfuckers I'm going to pay my quarters until he gets here, right? And he gets here, it's this little dude, young little dude. And I go, dude, you're going to hate me, but I can, because Rick sent me some money, because he just cash outs me money sometimes.
Yeah.
He's cool like that. He just gives me money because I'm a loser. But
You could send me money too, Rick. The fuck?
I know, yeah, but I'm cuter. But he likes dick. No, I'm just kidding. They call him Rick for no reason. Rick like dick. It's his name, Rick. So I was like, I told the dude, he's like, hey, I got $20 worth of quarters, or I can cash app you, and you could sell. Even with his mask on, this fucker was like, fuck this fool. Like he was not having it. And
Dude.
yeah, dude. So
How much was it?
it was like $16. I gave him $20.
Oh shit.
I gave him $20 in quarters. But the thing is this, he, even as little as he is, it looked like he wanted a box almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, I felt bad, but at the same time, I'm like, it's still money, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
I mean,
You know what I
You can
mean?
cash it out when you
No,
get
but he
there,
was being like,
switch it out.
he was doing passive aggressive shit towards me though. He was like, oh, I can't take cash app, like with attitude a little bit. I was like, I guess you're taking the coins in. Tell him like that. And then I bring him out, but I'm like, I have him in because I'm
Did you
like,
flex your shoulders when you said it?
I kind of did.
You should have. I mean, yeah.
It was like more of a, I didn't physically flex my shoulders, but it was a verbal, psychological shoulder flex. You know what I mean? Which I'm the best at. I've been working on that shit. But
Swole.
yeah, dude, mentally swole. The my brain swelling.
swole.
It's called cancer. But
Oh my gosh.
and then he and I busted out, but I'm kind of OCD for lack of a better word. I hate when people overuse that word, and I'm doing it right now. But I had them in a nice Ziploc bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I keep big ones and little ones.
Are there not nice Ziploc bags?
Yes, there's shitty ones, and there's good quality ones, thicker ones. Okay, and this is the nice
I
one.
have to say I agree to that.
And it had the lip so you can open it easier. It has a lip on it, intentionally.
I know what you're talking about. I know that was the proper term for it.
There's a lip on it. If it's not, I made it up. But and I busted out. He's like, "Well, at least you did that." But like with attitude, he told me like that. Well, at least you did that. At least you put it in the book. I was like, "Ass motherfucker, man." Shit, like it's still money, asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's fucking
he said, "Yeah, I think they
hilarious.
need quarters down at the store." I was like, all this money goes to the store. Like, well, you're gonna keep $4 out of it.
I had read
You can still use
somewhere
it.
that they're gonna start slowly discontinuing $10 bills.
Yeah, I've read that.
Yeah.
Some of this, well, I mean, we're getting more digital and more every day. Point being is that I'm just like, at the end of the day,
It's still money.
it's still money.
You got paid.
You're lucky, and I felt a little bit bad because I
Dude,
could
can you
have. I
imagine-
can be a dick.
Can
Like
you
I can
imagine
be
this kid
mean.
going home and being like, "This motherfucker paid me in fucking $20 in quarters today." Like, how many? Can you imagine like somebody somewhere in the world had to hear that story from his point of
Point
view?
of
No,
view.
he was telling people. I'm sure. I even asked this guy, "Hey, is there a guy talking shit?" I asked this guy.
Get the
I asked him,
fuck
is there
No,
a
you
guy talking about
didn't.
quarters last night? A couple days ago, dog. And in my mind, dude, I didn't want to. The reason I didn't get crazy on him more is because in my mind, I'm
The
like,
first one or the second one?
first one. No, this guy was
Okay,
cool.
All right.
But the first one, the only reason I didn't get crazier is because I'm so, not paranoid, but I just live by certain rules. This fucking knows where I live. You know what I'm saying? He got one up on me. You know what I'm saying?
Touche.
He got one up on me.
You know where he works.
I know, but I mean, I'm not trying to do all that work. Some people are down. Like, some people are down to, like, go and do that work. I don't care that much about anything. So I'm going to go stalk you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you care enough to ask
Oh,
the
but
next
some
pizza
people-
Trust me,
guy.
I know about stalking.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I know people have stalked me. Like, not girls, but
Stalked
maybe
my whole
one or
life.
two. But, yeah, t-shirt
Stalk my
ID.
life on Twitter.
But I've had enemies, like, and it's like, they want to fight me. And I'm like, dude. And then people, some of my friends, well, we just want you to meet up. I was like, I don't give a fuck. They can come and find me. Like, I'm not hard to find. You know what I mean? But what do I look like me going for you? You're the one that doesn't like me. You come get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. This guy knows where I live. So I was like, okay, he's
Gotta
being a little
keep it
smart ass.
cool.
Take the quarters, motherfucker. They're in a nice fucking bag with a lip on it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So next topic.
I can't believe
We're
you
going,
did that. Can't believe you had $20 in quarters.
That's laundry shit because bitch ass Leslie, like, she fucking doesn't want to fix her washer and dryer. And my friends, you know what I'm saying? My so-called friends with their washers.
feel you,
It's a
dude.
joke, obviously, but, you know, April, you know, real conveniently stopped inviting me over for that. I don't know why. She got a washer and dryer. But, so fuck these motherfuckers. So I got to save quarters now. I put them aside because I don't carry cash. Anyways, next topic. I was talking about this earlier because I've been trying to chill the fuck out. I haven't partied in like 3 Saturdays in a row, maybe 4,
I know. I'm really proud of you.
because I've been wilding. This year I'm getting instead of getting better at life, I'm getting worse at life, and fucking, and it sounds worse than what it is, but it does get bad sometimes. But I'm just trying to like nip it in the bud. And my thing
Trying to
is,
be proactive.
yeah. So again, it's for content purposes. I don't really stress about it too much, but I was venting
it.
to you a little bit. No, just in general. Some of the homies, you know, they invite me out, and it's hard to say no because I love partying and I love my fucking friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, but
And
lately I've
then
been,
partying with your friends? Like,
dude,
bro,
I
come on.
fucking, dude, it's my favorite thing in the world. It really
Right.
is. It fucking really is. I love my friends more than my family. They are my family. You know.
Yeah. Your
And
chosen family.
They really are.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a few of them that where I'm like, they invite me out, like, no, I'm gonna stay in, and that takes a lot, dude, because especially on payday.
Like the memes where
and
you're
they're like-
punching there.
Yeah, dude. So my thing is this: they'd be like, oh, "Are you sure?" Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I'm sure. Half an hour later, are you sure? And I'm like, dude, my point is, like, I know I talk a lot of shit, I joke around a lot,
Peer pressure.
If you have
is
a friend,
motherfucker.
it's not the peer pressure. It's I really want to go.
Well, yeah, I mean,
if you have a
ultimately
friend,
you have control over what.
yes,
Yeah.
but if you have a friend that's trying to chill the fuck out, don't do that to him. He's telling you for a reason because he knows he's bad. He
Like,
knows what
you
he's
know
capable of.
yourself.
Yeah.
I know myself. And I've told these people before, even recently, I'm like, they're like, we won't get that crazy. You won't. You're gonna go home at 2 a.m. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go on a 2-day bender of something. I don't know what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they don't get that shit. Like they don't get it. And I have a couple of them that do that to me, and I'm like, but it's because, but if I may go deeper, it's selfish reasons. They know I'm the fucking life of the party. They want to bring the jester around. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was telling her I should start charging motherfuckers.
Did you see that meme that I posted? It said something about a date, but take them on a bender and see if they make it or something like that.
I haven't seen that one, but I've done that to people. I told you earlier.
Dude, I
I'm not
would
gonna-
fail. I would so fail. I've been so into mom life and work.
That's good.
and
I'm jealous.
Like,
Just in general, like I'm jealous of people that can stay home or have to stay home, whatever it is.
Well, for example, you saying that about inviting each other out. Me and my cousin, which is my day one, she and I had made arrangements to go have dinner last night. And I text her. I was all, dude, I really have a lot of anxiety. I think I'm just going to stay home.
Yeah.
She's like, that's cool. I was like, oh, all
You're
right.
like, oh, what bitch you don't want to hang out with me?
Well, I
get mad?
I'm the opposite.
I
I'm
was
the
all,
opposite.
well, that was easy.
I know, what
And
the
then
fuck? They're just
she's
asking to
all,
be nice.
No, I want to stay home too. But we were on the phone together talking for about 2.5 hours. So
Yeah.
we still got to quote unquote hang out
Yeah.
by just chit chatting on the phone. But we didn't have to leave the comfort of our own home. But
That's still cool. That's still
Sometimes
cool.
all it takes. Like,
Long story
Yeah.
short, I'll cap off this topic with that. But I feel weird because I can't be like talk shit back to my friends because I'm the biggest shit talker. So I'm like, are they fucking with me? I can't complain because I fuck with them all the time.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you're listening, listeners, if you're on my side or if you're the friend that keeps inviting people who are trying not to hang out, don't do that shit.
yeah.
Like, if you actually care about that person, high five them. Good job, buddy. Like she just said right now.
Yeah.
Like, fucking let them, because they have a problem. They're like I do. You know what I'm saying? But it's selfish, though, on their part. It is selfish. I don't give a fuck. They want my shit around. And it's flattering.
I was gonna say,
But-
but it's more because they also enjoy.
They love
Their
me,
company,
but it's
yeah.
also,
because
they
of
bring me around
what you
other
bring.
friends.
Yeah, because of what you bring.
yeah. And it's like, it's not going to be, they'll have fun, but not as much fun as if Sis is there.
Right.
But I'm like, no, stop asking me over and over again because you're making it, I want to go. I'm trying to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, for sure.
I can go into
Try
way more
really
detail.
hard
but,
not
you
to
know.
put my shoes on. Walk out this door.
Dude. So, listeners, leave that person. They're trying to do better. Like,
Yes.
All right. So now we'll get into our activities. We'll start off with, okay, we already talked about pizza guy. Let's talk about your trip.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
your Miami trip?
yes.
Yes.
But I have a funny story going into my Miami trip.
Whatever order you want to do it in.
This is our activity for the day, guys. We're gonna take a dive into the life of my DMs. Dangerous place.
And this ties into your trip, right?
Yeah. Well, just because they like.
How long is it going to take to put up?
That's right here.
So do I have to talk or
No.
go?
So, this is the message I got right before I boarded my plane. Okay.
Just
Well-
a minute, just real quick. This episode sponsored by Franzia. You got the if you're watching the video
Chillable
version.
red.
Chillable red, all right.
34
Drinking wine.
glasses.
I tried my best not to get too crazy, but it's already happening.
Did you chill it? Is it hot?
It's warm, yeah. I don't chill it.
Ew.
It's wine.
Kind of want some.
But
Get
it's
some, drink some.
chillable.
It is chillable. It's not chill
Why
required.
would you not chill it? Okay.
Chillable.
So I got this the night before I left, but I went to sleep kind of late, just getting everything ready. But we got up like super early because my flight left at 8:30. So I didn't read it till we were at the airport. Paris got little Starbucks, little something to get on the plane. And while we were waiting, I started looking at like my notifications that I had gotten throughout the night that I just didn't see. So I fucking really hope he doesn't like listen. This is fucking hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Ready?
I can't wait.
How would one even approach you? Would it be counterproductive to even ask you out? A woman that undoubtedly can have any man she wants. ... how in the world would a man even stand out enough to stand a legit shot? It wouldn't be the money, although it may help, or the status. Nah, you're deeper than that. You're getting shit done yourself and you don't need a man. So how could I ever get across genuine interest without seeming like every other dude whose intentions are to use you for your physique? There's no answer. And I'm fucked from the start. Just know that in a parallel universe, I took a shot. And all it takes is just one of them for you to say yes. And in that universe, I'd make you a happy woman. So for its worth, you're amazing. Enjoy your trip.
Damn. Look, she let
Wow.
Rachel speeches. Tell this guy, I need to take notes from this dude. I'm going to copy and paste that in my shit. Send me that shit. I'm going to send it to some girl. That was pretty well written, though.
Dude, I was like...
Okay. So what's your take on it, though?
It is well written. It's like...
Wait, is this the guy? It was like somebody that you were going to see up in Florida?
Dude, I have no idea who this dude
No,
is.
this is a stranger.
Oh, it's a stranger.
No, let's get Rachel's take on it first.
Oh.
So it's a stranger.
Well, that's flattering. That's for sure.
That's fine.
As a writer myself, it was deep.
It was beautifully written.
Yeah, it was deep and a little over the top for not having like
It ran
any.
a little long, though, too. It ran a little long.
A little long-winded.
A little long-winded. A little verbose, as the kids say.
Fuck it.
Okay, my thing is this. It could be genuine, you know.
Oh, no, it's genuine. He's
cool.
written
No, I
to
don't
me
give a fuck.
several
No,
times.
Several
hold on.
times.
That doesn't mean it's genuine.
What if it's creepy?
No,
What
not
if he's-
creepy, but we say shit to all chicks. when girls say, "Oh, you say that to all the girls?" Yeah, we do.
Yup.
You could have copied and pasted that shit.
I was gonna ask. I was like, have you tried just plugging it, like copy and pasting it into Google, and it'll tell you? Like,
No, that's a good one.
who?
No, it seems like he wrote it, but I'm saying like, but that's not bad when girls say, "Oh, you say that to all the girls." That's not a bad thing though. Like, yeah, bitch, there's words that we use, and you're the next one in line, and I'm using.
it's your turn to
It's
hear
not
it.
a bad thing.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
turn.
there's a
Exactly.
meme about it. You know, it's like when my girl like would get mad because like my ex-girlfriend a long time ago, I take her to a restaurant. Have you
What
brought,
other
have
bitches
you brought
have you
other?
brought
Yeah,
here?
and I'm like,
Bitch, it's only so
Oh.
many places to eat. The fuck?
it's a restaurant. You want to eat or not, bitch?
The fuck? You hungry
That's
or
weird.
not?
So it's not a bad thing if he's using it, but I'm just saying it's not, doesn't mean that he's just, but it doesn't mean he's good or bad, but it's, well,
Yeah.
but the effort is dope. I mean, it's a good effort. It's cool. Hopefully he's cute. I don't know.
No. He made my trip though like it
I
totally
bet set
tone.
the mood.
Yeah.
Hell
Barefoot.
yeah,
Oh,
for
shit,
sure.
bro.
So going into
Well, props to
that-
him regardless.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
so-
no, for sure.
So we're going into the trip.
So going into the trip.
And that's not, we can't because we're already, but, you know, talk about the trip. Got like 5 minutes.
It's gonna be quick. I mean, I was
'Cause we got a lot because it might be an hour and a half episode.
fucked up most of the time. But so that like set the tone for the trip. Me and Paris were dying. I was like, bro, that was fucking everything.
Awesome.
That's a good
Yeah,
message.
Right.
I
for
like
sure.
that. Shouts
So
to
then-
the guy though. Yeah.
So then we get
My
there.
homie deserves messages like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure. I agree.
So we had a layover in Dallas. Get to Miami around 4, 5-ish. Bro. So, and we knew what we were doing. We totally knew what we were doing. Full disclaimer. But we got an Airbnb in the fucking hood in Miami, bro. Like,
Yeah, I saw you post about that.
in the hood.
Did you know it was the hood before? I
Yes,
don't think you did.
yes,
you did.
we did.
How do you know what the hood is over there, like?
Because we Googled it. We read some reviews that made me question it, so I had to Google
that's
the
scary.
area.
Too women.
Bro.
Continue.
So we get there. This is the funniest part, and then I'm just gonna kind of like fly by the rest of whatever. We
to the
get there. We take we flew into Fort Lauderdale. We took the Tri-Rail to Miami Airport.
You did try reels last night.
From the Miami
special
Airport,
strong.
our Airbnb was only like 10 minutes. So we get an Airbnb. We get an Uber to the Airbnb. We're literally getting out of the Uber, and we have like our fucking suitcases. So mind you, I know I mentioned it, but for the Vegas episode, I talked about like how me and Paris probably look like escorts out there, right? Because like our hair, just like us in general. We switched these this time. I was blonde for Vegas. Paris was blonde. I'm blonde this time.
Oh, she's not blonde right now?
No, right now she is, but she had for Miami like a baby pink. It was fucking dope,
so
dude.
Kind of reversed.
It was reversed, yeah, because I had pink.
I liked your blue too.
That's
I
one of my
miss my
favorites.
blue, dude.
Yeah.
I kind of miss my blue, to be
That's
honest. So we're getting out of the Uber at the Airbnb, and this dude's like walking down the street, like just fucking casually walking in the hood, and he fucking stops us, and he was like, "Where y'all from?" Because we have the fucking suitcases and like whatever. We're getting there to the. He's like, "Where y'all from?" And we're like, "Texas," and he goes, "Y'all strippers?"
Y'all some strippers?
No, and then he said scrippers, like they the
shit.
K. Like
Now you were in the hood, yeah.
Dude, we were in the bro. This man was walking. Okay, so then he was like, just like, and dude, I looked at Paris and we busted out laughing, and we're like, hell no, bro. He was like, yo, my bad.
You
Like,
wanna be? Yo, you know someone?
That
We
could be a
looking for-
compliment.
We came out here.
So he was like, oh, nah, like just because of y'all hair and like the way you look and whatever.
yeah, that's
and
true, though.
I mean, I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
And then
That's
just,
cool that you're not mad at that though, because some girls get mad
Yeah.
at weird shit like that.
I
Which is
Oh, but
dumb.
you're
I
mad
mean-
cute, dude.
we were very well aware of
Yeah.
how we come off.
I don't
So
want to sidetrack too much, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that are like, they're just comments, but women and guys too, but they would get mad.
or
You
take
know what I'm saying?
offense to it. or
Yeah,
like,
because
yeah.
of the lifestyle, because it's frowned upon. Like, you have the energy or the ability to just take it however you want to take it. You don't have to take it as
Yeah.
a bad or good. You could just step. But anyways, continue. Evolve, people, is what I'm saying.
So then that also just kind of like set our
Pop your collar.
Yeah.
for
yeah.
the trip.
See, this
like,
bitch taking out your compliment.
Right?
It's like, all right.
Look at screamers and shit.
Yeah.
see you, I see
haven't
you,
even
bitch.
stepped out yet.
Did that, that's the message.
I was in fucking sweats and like the cutoff like tank that I have, the El Paso one that I told you, my little outfit. Like my hair was in a fucking messy ponytail. Like I get it, but
Effortlessly fucking cute.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Of course, my dear.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, bro, like right now.
All day.
Aye.
Yes, ma'am.
But it was cool, dude. It was fucking dope, dude. It's fucking humid out there. I gagged when we stepped out of the
The
airport.
water's right
Like
there and everything.
it's so like you have to think about how to breathe
Yeah.
for a minute before like you adjust. You know what I
Shit.
mean? Like it was.
I've never been out
Damn.
there.
It was fucking ridiculous. It's fucking awesome, dude. I want to go back, like so bad.
What are some of the highlights?
Fucking beach. We went to a strip club. We had a section there. That shit was lit. I was fucked up. The beach was super nice, dude. Dude, okay. I don't know
I
if
saw
you
the
know.
little videos.
When I go swimming, or I very rarely ever get like in. Like I'm not.
The water? Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm
okay.
annoying like that. Like
Okay.
I'll kind
You
of get.
don't
I'm
get
like
in?
that.
No,
I'm the
dude.
same. I
I'll
like
sit
that
in
shit.
it. Like I won't like swim.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
gross.
Like I'm not with it.
You don't even know how to swim, so it doesn't matter.
I do know how to swim. As a kid, like I was a fish. Like I stayed in the water, but like now I'm
grew out
like,
of it.
yeah, like
Did
I'm
you
not,
swim that one time a long time ago? I hate sidetracking,
I
but it's
can't
my
remember.
nature. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I can't
Fucking man's just being a
remember.
fucking bitch.
It's not my man's.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no.
But did you swim? I didn't swim, but
I
Paul
can't
was loving it.
remember. Yeah, Paul got in.
I don't like to swim that much.
I don't think I
Continue.
got in, dude. But we were at the fucking ocean.
Yeah. You gotta, yeah.
And it was so fucking
For the gram.
nice. Like the water
For the
was
chat.
so nice, dude. Like the fucking beach, the
It's clean.
sand.
It's fun, yeah.
Me and
Yeah,
Paris
super
buried
clean.
each other.
Oh.
Made little mermaid tails. It
Fuck
was
yeah,
fucking
dude.
cute, dude. The weather, like obviously we like eventually got used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like fucking perf because
Was
it was
it
like
warm though?
it was warm and then it
Like
had
80s
like
or-
I was gonna ask
the
the same.
breeze
Right.
from the ocean. Yeah, I think it was like 80s that weekend,
Cool,
and then
okay.
like the breeze from the ocean. Like it was fucking, dude. I want to go back. I want to go back so bad.
Yeah, let's go
sure.
together.
Down.
Take Rachel with us. We'll kidnap Rachel.
That could
I'm
be
so
our
down.
like.
One of those sweeties. We
One of
gotta
those-
I had,
step it up every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Florida has been one of those like distant lands, I swear, where I think we had
Look
a
on the
whole
list.
conversation on
'Cause Florida
Florida.
people are weird. Florida people are crazy.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's another
That
Rachel.
like the three people that I've considered like having any partnership or like relationship
Mm-hmm.
with, all three of them are coincidentally in Florida and
Oh,
like
wow.
are not associated one with the other, are
They
not
live in
like
Florida?
All three of them.
And you want to have a relationship with them?
No, like it's just weird. I've had like this calling to Florida. One of the last times I was gonna travel was with one of my homegirls. She was traveling to North Florida, like right at the Panhandle.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "You want to come?" Like that was one of like the last trips I was gonna plan with one of my girls was to Florida.
The north part though.
Yeah, but
It's like
she
the
had
northeast
this
part.
like
Is
it?
I've heard.
I don't know.
'Cause it's
I've
close to
never
Georgia.
been.
Yeah.
Close to Atlanta
Where's
and
Tampa?
all that,
Isn't
yeah.
Tampa up there somewhere?
Jacksonville.
I
and
think
all that.
that'd be an awesome road trip. Getting off subject as well. I think
Yeah.
that's an awesome like
That's what we do here anyway.
eat on a road trip like that.
I hate road
But
trips.
Really?
Do you?
I fucking hate
Wow.
'em. It's flying me there. Now I'm like.
I'm iffy about flying.
I'm
Though,
in
dude.
this weird.
I have to
why?
have. I get like nauseous and take
No,
off.
I have a
you
fear of heights.
really?
When I was a kid, I hated it.
Yeah.
But
and
I'm
I don't,
good now.
I don't want to be that bitch that throws up in the plane. Like that's fucking gross.
I
dude.
thought that
Science.
about me for a ship, like going and traveling
Yeah.
overseas. I'm
Ooh,
like,
that's-
I've wondered that about myself. I'm like, oh, but what if I get seasick? Because
Okay, then-
planes don't
But
do
you're
too
not gonna
much.
stay
but
sick. Like you're gonna
Like,
throw
plane,
up
you're gonna
if
get
you
off
get
the
sick.
plane.
If you get sick, hold on.
right, that's
If-
true. I didn't even think of that.
If you get sick, you're not gonna stay sick. You're gonna throw up once, and you're gonna be good at
the
that.
seasick part.
Yeah,
Oh,
all of it.
okay.
Your body will
You're not gonna stay
recalibrate
sick.
itself.
You know what I mean?
I think that's what
But-
it is, though.
My thing with road trips is, I just don't like. You're in a car now.
You're not gonna stay in the car, dude.
No, if it's
you're
on
eventually
Florida,
gonna get out.
Fucking Florida.
that's
that's
a
like
long
20
drive.
hours or
But
some
I mean,
shit.
I'm not saying straight either. I mean, we'd like have. That's
I
what I was
don't
like
like it.
to eat. I mean, for me, because
Now,
I like
if we're
to
in Rick's
eat,
RV,
I like,
it's different.
Shit,
My
even
boy
more
Rick got this
so,
fucking- that's
shit.
different.
But even then,
more
that would be
so.
cool to like
I
stop at
hate-
different
Yeah.
I don't like
places
it.
along the way.
When I used to, right now I'm in a fucking weird spot. I'm crawling my way out of a hole, as I mentioned a million times on the podcast. I used to make more money before. And no, my thing was, I'm going to do a vacation somewhere where I have a friend that lives there. I'm going to fly there. Because the only reason I'll take a road trip is so I can have my own wheels in the spot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So that's why I purposely would pick spots where I already know somebody. I'm just gonna fly there. Fuck driving. I hate driving.
That
I hate
was-
driving to pick this bitch up.
no, I
hate driving in general.
I hate driving in inner city. Like I
It's
wouldn't
not
mind a road
comfortable.
trip.
Yeah,
But,
because
there.
it's different.
Eating
you get
Doritos
to see
and
the
shit.
different
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see
scenery.
that shit.
but I got that in Cali because I took my kids to Cali for spring break, and my cousin had another car there that he lent me while I was
That
there.
works.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
What
that
I used to
was,
do when
like,
I was making more money
perfect.
was I'd rent a car over there. I'd fly, get in, boom, rental place right there. Get in my rental.
Oh my
it's on.
god, I don't even want to talk.
That's
about
why we have to
rental.
fucking. That's you know what I'm talking about. What?
The rental car, like
Point being is this. That's why we have to make more money so we can just fuck road. If you had money, you're not gonna take no road trip.
I had a price line.
You're not gonna voluntarily take a road trip before. Nobody.
I would.
I would.
People take road trips because they have to.
No, I would take a road trip for funsies.
In a fucking little ass car.
I mean, kind of,
That's
yeah,
gross.
dude.
Well, let me combine.
I'm like a gypsy like that. Like I would totally be able to like
Schmipsy.
gypsy. So
Let's move on because we're already like half an hour in. So good trip, right?
super fun trip. It just so happened we had
needed a-
friends that were
yeah.
like out there at the same time.
Right?
So
okay,
like
tell me about that.
we
too.
had like
unplanned.
stuff to do. No, yeah, unplanned. Like totally.
Oh, fuck
some
yeah.
some of the adventures. I'm gonna skip through these. If something cool pops in my mind, I'll speak at length. But April 18th, I was over. Oh, so they do a cool thing every Sunday, or is it every other Sunday? Could be happening right now. At 915 Vibes, the bar, club, bar, whatever it is. You know what you mean?
Yeah.
Pink
The
Elephant.
elephant. Yeah.
Yeah. These guys, the Syntec boys. It's the electronica EDM scene. They're a crew out there. One of the main crews. They bring big DJs, but they're doing like a local thing every Sunday. There, and I went on the homie. One of the other crews that I'm in, which is Beats Nonstop. That's Rick's crew for the sound and all that.
Oh, okay,
I'm part of
okay.
that crew too. Sound and promotions. They do the sound for that. So I was there on April 18th. Shit was dope. Bumped into. Oh, you haven't met these people, but the homie Mikey was there. He's got the studio down here, Loft Studios, the shit. He had the drone going with the camera, blah, blah, blah. Rick's got the the VIP in the back, the fucking, not the RV, but he's got the trailer. It's a big ass, it's empty because the speakers are out. So we're in there chilling there. He's got a TV in there. So, you know, it helps to have friends that got resources and shit. It was
Fun vibes.
so it was a good time. And then afterwards, I hung out with the homie Geber. You know, so that was fun too. He was there also. But yeah, 915 Vibes, Syntech, check it out. The day after that, or the weekend after, or a few days, it was a busy week. That last week. Yeah, it was. I can't say all of it, but it was a busy week.
Good stuff.
Shouts to the brain. Do you know the brain? Is he? No, he's not a West Sider. Do you know Rene
I don't even
Armijo?
know the brain.
The boxer, when he was boxing?
Yeah, I do. And then he
I
was
was
on that
talking about-
reality show.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He was on the damn reality show.
Oscar de la
I'm telling you.
Hoya's. Oscar de la Hoya's
Yes, the
reality
boxing
show.
joint. Fuck,
Yeah.
I freaking forgot because he's gonna be on the show real soon.
Nice.
Listeners. So I was talking to him
Yeah, I
right now
remember.
earlier. I'm telling
And
you,
now
dog.
he's in real estate or something.
Yeah, he just moved back. He's
I
back.
don't
He's
know.
back in El Paso.
I didn't know where he
He's
if
back.
he was
He
gone
moved-
or
he-
I don't know.
Well, we'll see how it is.
crazy.
But
Cool stuff.
no, he's back in El Paso. So then I hung out. The homegirl Alex was in town.
Shout out to Alex.
April 23rd, April 24th. Again, me trying to be a good boy. I get calls. It's hard for me to say. I don't want to say no. I would like going out. It's not because the memes suggest there's a meme that says like
Suggest.
the meme implies that no, there's like people that have a problem saying no, but that implies that they don't want to go. They say yes because they have a problem saying no, but they don't really want to go.
You have the
I
opposite.
have a problem saying no,
Because you really
but
want to go.
because I really want to.
yeah.
yeah.
So it's not the same. You know what I mean? So she hits me up. She's, you know, she doesn't live here. So of course it sounds like, it's like I have to
I
go.
can't. Yeah, I can't say no.
Yeah. And I want to. Like, so boom, we had a good time. Shouts to Alex. Prickly Elder took me to some hipstery spot. I'm not going to go to, depending on who's listening, but got into some interesting conversations there. But that was a good time as well. And no, we actually came back here. We were at Mona on the 24th, which is down the street. Shouts to Mona, shouts to Javi. We came back here, like 7 of us, packed house. You know, I was ignoring all COVID rules, regulations. And but
It's 10.
I
10
love
people
Alex.
living.
That's the homie. That's the homie. So that was my shit there. Now, okay, so you weren't there for this one, but this is the good one, like a bigger one. April 25th, last Sunday.
Because I was like, fucking here.
You weren't here. We did a thing. We had the homie World Peace goes DJ at Il Paso at the shop. Listeners, Il Paso, 3351 George Dieter. And dude, it was just
Was it lit?
it was just crazy. Like but so I'm the one that's like the most lit, obviously. But,
Of course.
And George also.
Per
But
use.
George is
Oh, per
spinning for
use.
hours. I'm fucking partying, drinking. I bring my football. I keep a football and basketball in my trunk just because. You know what I'm saying? So we start throwing passes and shit. I pulled my hamstring.
Oh,
I'm
that's
old.
how you pulled
Yeah.
it. Okay.
But I fucking burned that
Pulled the
cat. You know what I'm
hammy.
saying? I beat him though. I still won. It's like Al Bundy. 5 touchdowns, 1 game. Like, remember that time I beat you though? Like 10 years later,
Right?
like celebrating your old like,
no reason.
accomplishments, reading your newspaper clippings. It was a great time, but support El Paso guys. We appreciate the ones that are already supporting. Shouts to everybody that came out. Shouts to the homie DeSoto, the homie Mauricio, World Peace, Danny. Who else was there? There's several people there. The customers that came out, and I hate saying customers because to me they're also homies in a way, you know what I mean?
Friends.
And some of my customers were homies. The homie Krista came out. She bought a lot of shit. That's not a customer. That's my fucking sister. So it was a good time. Do you know Krista?
I want to say
It's
yes.
West Side shit. Sometimes I'm
has
hesitant to
real
bring it up
pretty
because
blue
I don't know
eyes.
who's got beef with who.
Fuck.
But you can tell me later. No, Krista's a shit. So that was that. And it was a good time, man. And we went to headquarters afterwards. I linked up with Leslie at headquarters with Danny. Had a good time there. Shouts to headquarters for just being a dope bar.
Yeah.
Thanks for being you.
Yeah, keep being you. Don't change. Yearbook shit. Don't change.
TTYL.
But yeah, so let's go into a fake boyfriend stalking something. No?
Dude, my fake boyfriend found my Twitter.
I just had to get those out of my system. But
So I have a fake boyfriend. So if you see me with my man's,
She says that so
Mind your
like-
business.
that's not my man's.
Mind your business.
So, guy that wrote the long message, if you're listening, it's not my man's, all right?
It's not my man's. I don't got a man's.
None of y'all.
But I have a fake boyfriend.
Yeah.
He fucking found my Twitter, dude. And okay, my dumbass.
And this is where
You're
she
gonna
gets...
have to give me a quick like recap.
We need the
Okay.
context
Oh,
of this
okay,
shit. Yeah, we
alright.
need the
No,
context of
yeah.
this.
So
Because that's where she gets loose and... Because El Paso's not on Twitter. So that's where she just gets loose and says crazy
El
shit.
Paso's not on Twitter?
Not at
really.
all, dude.
Oh, that's
There-
kind of good to know.
can I tell
There's
you?
nobody on there, dude. I
I
post shit, I get
know.
one like from my friend, like Brain.
You.
Her, like, I like her.
It's
like-
brain again.
That's where
Brain's
that's
trouble.
where like me and Paris also like communicate our secret like bullshit too. Do you follow Paris on Twitter?
No, I'm going to. I should, though.
Dude, we
I
go
think
off
you might
on
be
Twitter.
that. How I was saying, it's hard to manage different kinds of social medias. Twitter is one that I've consistently in the back of my brain. I'm like, should I mess with it? Should I not?
Well, if
It
you want,
gets a
if
little
you,
addicting to be
Does it?
honest.
in a way, it's
Yeah.
got its own appeal to it. But it's weird because...
And it's just quotes, right?
You
Or-
know, it's
no, I mean, it's...
okay.
you,
The
it's,
way I see Twitter is I'm literally just talking to myself out loud on the internet. Like I just
Well, that's
say.
her take on it. That's not the
me.
way it is.
That's me.
No,
Well, I
what it
mean, I
is-
think I would
no.
use it in the same
No,
context.
to be honest with you, it's the same as all of them. But the limitation, or it could be a positive thing, is that you can only write so many characters.
Yeah.
So it has to be something short. As they extended it.
Well, I
you know, a
guess
couple
that's
years
why I
ago.
thought it was just like
Facebook,
quotes
you can
and
put
your whole story.
Shit.
Yeah.
So that's why some Twitter people, El Paso's quote unquote behind.
Yeah.
Like nobody gives a fuck
No
about
quote,
Facebook.
unquote.
Cool people don't.
It's behind.
Cool people don't listen.
Exclamation
yeah.
point.
No, no, because I say because there's nothing wrong with Facebook. I love Facebook, but I'm just saying the rest of the world, like cool people, do Twitter,
Twitter.
or Instagram.
Twitter's
Yeah.
really
Like
big.
Facebook's considered for like
See, my
Old people and
my
dumbasses
nephew.
and
Shout out to my nephew. I think he's super cool, and he's
I
like,
love
it's
Facebook.
all about Twitter. Like he always tells me, it's all about.
it
Twitter.
is,
It's all
but
about
there's
Twitter.
no.
I was
And
like,
this is
alright,
like
well.
years ago when I had the homie Dave LaRock, Dave Acosta. Shouts to Dave. He was on the podcast and we had like a little debate, quick little 2-minute debate about this. He's early Twitter guy from El Paso, and I'm like, dude, I fuck with Twitter, but and this is before they even extended it.
Yeah.
Because before it was 90 characters.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can only type
super
90
short.
characters. Even
Okay.
a space is a character. So I'm like, dude,
A
I'm
space
down.
is a character as
Yeah.
well. Wow.
So I'm like, I'm down, but El Paso is a Facebook town. It just is. It's like, yeah, it's gonna change, man. Watch, Facebook's done. This is like
Years ago.
6 years ago.
yeah.
It's like, oh no, dude, I'm telling you, El Paso's a
Well,
Facebook
and then I
town.
think too,
I
like the
feel like-
whole
And I'm still right.
marketplace and like there's just so much for
It's
easy
the-
access through.
It's just the
through
vibe of the
Facebook.
city. It's not that we're behind. I use that as for lack of a better word, but it's just the vibe of the city. It's just a Facebook joint. And I turned out to be right as usual. That it's a Facebook town. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so if you go on there,
There is
you're gonna
like
I'm gonna get 1 or 2 likes.
there's like a younger generation though that is
Yeah.
on
No, there
Twitter.
are. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
it-
seen
but
girls.
no, like
yeah,
here.
local
Yeah,
like
yeah.
chicks that have 100 likes on some shit. Like
Yeah.
There's some influencers, like local influencers, that are blowing
Yeah,
up. There.
yeah.
But I haven't tapped into it. I don't know why or how or what. I'm too old, I guess. But it makes me feel better that she hasn't fully. But honestly, yeah,
don't
she
know,
thinks
it's
out loud
her-
there. She thinks out loud.
Yeah, with her saying that why she uses it, I'm like, well, I think I would use it for the same.
Well, let's all get on and like
But
each other's shit to help it.
That's the
grow.
appeal. That's the appeal to me of Twitter is because I don't have a lot of people I know in real life, so I can be a little because mostly it's mostly me just talking a lot of shit, to be honest.
I 110%.
But, like-
You know, you don't have to. You can talk shit in your head.
Yeah, but
no,
it's more fun.
but I know.
If you read some of
but
this-
I'm really funny in my head, so you should
Oh, she
hear.
is funny.
Yeah.
The shit that she puts
Well,
on Twitter is not the funny
assuming
shit.
that's
The Facebook shit's the funny shit.
I'm just assuming that same thought. Like I'm funny in my own head, so
But
shit. I'll
not
I'll
to-
say it.
No, if that's what. Try it out. Try it out for maybe the new thing you're trying to do, the new venture. But we branched out too much. I'm sorry. To your page, your
Yes,
fake
yes.
fake boyfriend.
So my fake okay, so one time
Sorry.
just like I was on Twitter and he was like, "Oh, you have a Twitter?" And I was like, fuck, he said, I'm gonna look at it now. Because I would talk about him on there, like all my little fake boyfriend adventures and stuff. And all my other boyfriends, like I talk about everybody on there. So I was like, fuck. So I was like, and I tweeted about it and I told John, I was like, fuck, I have to find him. I have to find his. and block him before he could find mine. And I did, but
Fuck yeah.
he fucking, like a fucking girl, dude. He made like another fake page or something and found it and fucking read all my tweets and like, dude, I didn't even know. I was like, dude, I have to go. I couldn't wait to go back and read all my tweets to see like what the fuck I had
This
said.
is the
What
short
frame
version of
of
the
mind
story.
he's at? You're all, I need a temperature check.
So the way he like told me
yeah.
that he found my Twitter is like, so we had recently fake broke up in real life.
See what I have to deal with? See what I gotta do with?
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna corrupt my friend Rachel.
It's cool. I do it to everybody.
I'm like, one more time so I can follow along.
So we fake broke up
Just
in real
saying.
life because this was my fake boyfriend. So, so I like blocked him because we fake broke up. So I blocked him. So he recently like called me private because he was like, "Whoa, it's because the calls weren't going through." Yeah, I fucking blocked you, stupid. Like, so he was like, "Oh, okay, well, whatever." So then we ended up like hanging out because we're toxic like that, and
So did you fake get back together or did you real get back together?
we fake got back together.
Okay.
I don't know the difference, but
I'm trying to.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
And this is my home.
But that's not my man's. So dude, so little okay, at first he had like said something because but this is where I got confused and I was kind of thrown off for a little bit because I had posted that I need moving boxes because I'm gonna have to move soon. So it's like, oh, but I posted it on Facebook and Twitter. So I was like, okay, maybe he like looked at my Facebook because he fucking would. And I don't really think about Twitter because I use it, but I don't use it a lot. Like I'm not. I know.
The Trump gift. You know which one?
Smile
The
and
Trump.
nod.
The Trump
Yeah,
gift.
the one
There's a
called-
Trump gift. With that black guy.
So I go on like manic phases on Twitter. If that's a little bit more politically correct. So he mentioned that and then something I can't remember, he mentioned something else and I was like, okay, like, okay. I said something, I was like, why are you stalking my whole life? And he was like, I'm not, but I'm still thinking he's only looking at like Facebook or like my other. So then we go out that night and like he gets like drunker and he says more specific tweets like
old ones.
from bits like old ones. Like he went back and he said like one that I kind of just like let slide because I was already kind of drunk too and I like had to process it in my head. You know what I mean? Like I was like, did he really just say that? I was like, am I just being paranoid? Like, because I talk shit. Like, So then I'm like, okay. And then the second one, I was like, all right, bitch. I was like, why are you stalking my Twitter? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he was just like, he just laughed and he was like, 'cause I don't like when you talk about me. And I was like, well, don't fucking read it then. Like, what the fuck?
It's true.
But
you know, I have to ask you, like, female to female, like in putting yourself out there like that. I've noticed that, especially being, I have like my brother put me onto a lot of people. My baby daddy put me onto a lot of people, and so I feel like there's certain things under scrutiny with family, El Paso having that small town mentality and stuff.
Yep.
And when you do come across a dude that's interested in you, but there are those real relationships or fake relationships, they still meet the same. Like at what point, this is me. This is what I'm sharing. This is what I'm putting out there. You are part of that. Like you are part of what I'm. You know, you are my muse, or you are. But it's received like, nah, like don't talk about me. Don't.
We talked about this before. When your brother was here in that episode.
which one?
When the last time your brother was here,
Me?
it was basically in general. I went on a rant, for lack of a better word. No, just saying because I don't judge people, but I was just putting it out there, not to her, but just if you're gonna put shit out there, whether it be OnlyFans or Twitter or whatever it is,
Stand by it.
if you're make sure you think about it because you will be scrutinized by it.
Oh yeah, and I
So
before
she's about it, but I'm saying most people aren't.
Well, so oddly enough, Tito, when I was starting to do my whole Sex in the Sun City and like telling him like the ideas I've had for it or whatnot, we talked for a while, and he's like, I'm just gonna be one thing, he goes, that I need you to just stick on it and hold on to it. He's like, be real as fuck. He goes, whatever your truth is, whatever, he's like, don't pretend to be nobody else. Like, don't try to fucking withhold any emotion or whatever. Like, if you're gonna do
Don't
it,
try to
just
fit.
yeah, just do
You
it.
gotta be willing
Yeah,
to deal with the consequences
And-
or whatever reaction out of it.
well, and
'Cause
I
you also-
have, like, I
oh,
have. I mean,
sure, yeah.
there's been people. I don't know if you followed me for a while, I had a lot more content on my page, and
Yeah.
I've in doing more of like the business and trademarking and everything. But I'm getting off subject, but I had a lot of content, but it was getting to like the point where they were telling my mom at the casino, like, do you know that your daughter, like, blah blah blah, like family
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
friend?
yeah.
My brother, I mean, that was really, really tough, you know, like
Yeah,
we
that's what I'm saying.
we didn't speak for a little bit because
Oh, wow.
he was
Really?
like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? It was more of like, it was more shame. I don't know. It's just heavy. I guess that's
No, I
the only
get you.
really, like, it was just a heavy thing
Oh,
that,
but he didn't approve though. He didn't approve.
well,
It was a sense of
I think just Big Brother too,
Yeah, of
you
course.
know,
That's a good
honestly. And then there's been other things like dudes that I've kind of talked to or that we start trying to get it. He's like, well, these things will have to change, or these things, which I can make some compromises, but it goes back to what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
in being real with who I am, my experiences, good and bad.
Yeah.
You are part of that. You know what
so
I mean?
okay. So even me saying like my fake boyfriend, whatever, that has a lot to do with why I say fake boyfriend. Why I'm not like
He's
anti
like your Mr. Big. It's like that. You just
no.
don't want to give a name.
No, girl.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
No, girl. All right.
But-
okay.
But that's why. Like even last night, I was saying like I'm incapable of love and accepting affection. Like I was joking, but like at the same time, I'm being serious because
Yeah.
to a certain extent, I'm not gonna compromise myself to have to
Fit.
fit or censor or hold back because this is me. You're either gonna take me as I am or you're not. But I'm not gonna compromise anything.
And we are using that, not to interrupt you, but the social media, you're using it, I'm using it. It's a tool to see. That's the difference. The difference being that some men and women are just putting shit out there because there's a void in their life, and that's their release. And I'm not
Or that's
I'm
their-
not hating on that shit.
where they
But-
get self gratification from.
Yeah, and there's different reasons, but with you guys, there's a bigger thing going on you know what I
Behind
mean?
it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of to touch base. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
That was kind of why I started that second page. And I was,
Yeah.
because you were like, what's it? I was like, because sometimes I want to share something that I'm doing with my kids, or I do want to share something, and that's just not the page that's
Yeah.
appropriate to share. Like, I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression, like, oh, she's selling sex and she's fucking loitering, like, her kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I
that's-
would never want to give that impression. So that's the part where having come out of a relationship where it was a kind of a subject on the table after my mom, after my brother, knowing my kids are right around the corner from using the internet themselves, you know, on social media. So I had to separate it
Yeah.
and really be like, this will be for my art, and I'm going to have to make it somewhat tasteful to where I regret it later, because like you
That's my
said,
point,
you have to be
Yeah,
I had a lot of content, and then back to like the trademarking and copywriting, like my work, I just took it, I cleaned it up. Like,
Yeah.
I
So
just
like whatever
fucking
Tito
put,
told you is
I like what
true,
he told you. Yeah.
but I wasn't part of the conversation, obviously. But the part that he's missing, I know you're just giving the short version, but that's the part I'm mentioning is the the other part.
Everything that comes with
it.
it.
Yeah.
There will be not the consequences isn't the right word, but
no,
there will be a reaction.
There are consequences.
There will be a
Absolutely.
reaction.
And I'm
Absolutely.
not-
There will be a reaction to things. Think hard, long and hard before you do that shit.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna tell you because you said like a question female to female. I'm not gonna tell you because I am how I am on social media or I do put out what I do put out that there hasn't been shit that I've got from it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you know what I mean. Like, obviously you're saying.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, I've just never given a fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
Like, this
Oh,
has always
dude,
been me.
110.
But this has been me before social media.
Absolutely.
In my life. And I have my mom on Facebook. I have my mom on, you know what I mean? Like, I have family on there. But that's always been me. I've always been that person. And
and that's why I love her. But just back to you, like, your brother's doing a good thing by, in a sense, checking up on you and checking. But if after whatever discussion is had,
I don't think we've even had one yet.
I mean, even him bringing it up.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on it. I'm just going off of what you're telling me.
For sure.
Don't beat me up, brother, if you listen. But if at the end of the day, he should still love you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sure.
He doesn't have to like it, but don't stop talking to somebody over that shit.
It's been something that I've looked at though.
You know what I'm saying though? Like, don't stop talking to somebody over that. That's you acting superior to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here and I don't like that shit.
And I was raised off, like, there's a huge age difference between me and my siblings. So I
need to evolve,
I have like a bit of only child's syndrome. There's some things that are very
to a certain. Okay, I have a
are
little
you
brother.
the youngest.
I'm the baby. Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
okay.
But I'm saying it sounds like there's a superiority thing going on, and to some degree, like there's care, there's concern, yes, but it's also at the end of the day, you should still be like, I don't like it, but
you're gonna do what you do.
You're a grown woman.
I'm gonna love you.
If they continue, or I'm not gonna talk to you because of this, that to me is weird and it's whack.
Yeah.
That's just my piece on it.
No, for sure. I just think I've wanted to ask another female at some point, just like on social media that way, because
and even to like. So what you put on social media, as much as it's real, as much as I'm being me on there, that's not the only part of me.
Exactly.
That's not the only part of me. Not even just my life.
Unevolved people don't see that, but we don't want those.
I have a lot more going on than what I put on social media. Like,
what did I say on, even though it's trashed, on the Ocho podcast, I was saying about El Paso and just Sweet Jesus Radio. Hey, we say crazy. This is a shit talking podcast, or El Paso in general. If you're a weak-minded motherfucker or a closed-minded motherfucker, I don't want your business. I don't want you following me. You know what I'm saying? So this is not for you.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, to each their own.
I don't want it to be.
I'm all bye.
There's more to me than this. This is just one thing.
Yeah.
But, okay, what if this was the only thing? Like, I have no time for people's criticisms and feedback. How do you get
from inside the club? We can't even get in.
Fuck yeah.
But let's we can go on and on about that, but we're gonna move on just because of the sake of time. We're gonna go into. Is it okay with you guys? I'm sorry.
Move ahead.
The Lachrymose Log.
Mine's been a little.
Oh, now you want to try and compete?
What?
It's a new segment we started. This is the second installment.
Okay.
The Lachrymose. I call it the Lachrymose Log.
Let me tell her,
and she's a writer. Have you heard that word, lachrymose?
No, actually.
It's things that'll make you cry, things that are given to crying. Lachrymose, lágrimas.
Yeah.
That's what lachrymose means. And then log
I didn't hear it like that.
For the alliteration, I put log because we're keeping track of it. So LL, the alliteration aspect of it.
Got it.
Because I'm fucking clever like that.
And logs because we're tracking. Yeah. We're tracking how many times. Not even
because I cry a lot.
Girl, this is not even.
No, it's not about you. It's me.
Crybaby.
He started this.
Oh, I think I responded on your thing, and you were like, "Who can beat me in crying?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm the heavyweight champion of crying." I was like, "I
because I crop out the names and the shit just to keep it like whatever." But I
don't cry.
She wanted to make but she messaged me a contribution to the Lachrymose Log.
Because I've recently
and I was like, oh, all of a sudden you're a crier now, bitch. So that's what I said. Like, are you trying to compete with me?
Yeah.
You'll never cry more than me. You know
I got you. So, I'm crybaby. Like, if I'm angry,
yes,
the first thing is like tears.
I'm gonna say this though. The beauty of if I may suck my own dick.
Oh wow.
The beauty of it is
it's the littlest shit.
Yeah, that too. The littlest things make me cry. But no, the beauty of it is I'm a male. So you could say you cried. Nobody's gonna. Okay, you're a girl. We expect that. I hate to. It's facts. It's just facts, though, right? Right. I mean,
And you would
if a girl says she tells a
you would
crying
expect
story,
it to be me.
yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of. I'm trying to suck my
This
own dick.
relationship. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a man sharing his cry stories, which should be it's frowned upon, and one should be ashamed of it. So I'm doing the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm doubling down. Like, yeah, I cry a
I
lot.
cry. You
motherfucker.
should.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. More men
So
should.
that's the origins of the Lachrymose Log.
Got it.
So we did one last. We haven't even dropped that episode
Yeah.
yet, but I almost cried on the podcast just
Dude.
talking about the log.
Dude, it was fucking
Had to, like, stop.
everything. He
I'm
was
like,
all,
okay, this time on this day I cried. Like, hold on,
he was all, can't even finish. Hold on.
hold on.
And I was dying, dude. It was
It's not my fault. DMX died. He only thinks about himself.
Is that what it was?
That was one of them.
one of them. It was one of
Okay, so let's get into it because we're like an hour in already. April 20th, 420 does not mean anything to me. Heil Hitler.
Lovely.
It was. I posted the video because do you know who Angela Johnson is?
The
Oh my
name?
god, yes.
She's a badass comedian.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, she's fucking dope, and she's a dancer. She used to be a Raiderette, and she's actually can break dance too. I just think she's hot as fuck.
Can I tell you that one didn't make me cry? It brought no.
We get it. You have no feelings. We get it.
It brought no
There's
sense
a
of
person
emotion
shivering.
out.
This
Right
is not a
by your name.
surprise. This is not a surprise.
Go ahead.
Cold as ice or what?
Cold as ice.
Okay. This bitch fucking puts a video, Angela Johnson, and sometimes I'm drinking, so that makes it even worse. But I don't need the alcohol. I'll cry.
Touche. Same here.
And I only put a few. I should have put some old schools. That sometimes I bring out the old ones. What are some of the old ones? I should start with an old one. Oh, there's the time I've talked about it on the podcast before. I'll start with an old one. It's this is years ago. Fucking, I was dating this girl, one of my few serious relationships, and she, I got the DVD of The Notebook, and dude, we're watching it together. And she's not ice cold bitch like this bitch. She's normal. She has feelings. Dude, this fucking movie, I'm crying at multiple points, like ugly crying.
Yeah. Like your face.
And
is
this
even.
bitch's face is dry. And she's like laughing at me. My girlfriend is like, I'm crying.
Noah.
Are we watching the same movie? Are we watching the same movie? And then, like, a couple of days later, she's like, I watched it by myself and I cried too. I was like, yeah, right. Don't be trying to be. Don't be
The
trying.
time has passed.
Yeah, it already passed. Don't be trying to be part of the crying community. We don't accept you.
I don't care how many times I watch that movie, I cry.
Dude, I'm just saying, dog. But last week or a couple weeks ago, it was very DMX heavy, and I almost cried on the podcast. But Angela Johnson. She posts a video. She's doing FaceTime with her tia Mary. I got the vibe that maybe this woman
Raised
lives in.
her or something.
Well, I feel like she lives in Mexico. That's the vibe I got. Like the FaceTime, maybe not. But this is a lady that
Her lens is just dirty.
I don't know. It's obvious obviously because Angela Johnson, even though her name's Johnson, she's a Chicana. Like
Okay.
she hasn't fully explained why her name's Johnson. It's weird.
She's not married.
It's not from marriage at all. She is married, but her husband's actually named Reyes, like mine.
Okay.
Another weird coincidence. His name is Manuel Reyes, and I'm Jesus Manuel Reyes. But I should be your husband. But dude, FaceTime. Because she can sing also. She starts singing Las Mañanitas. Her tia is like 100 and something,
yeah.
dude.
Okay.
That already gets me going. Because of my grandma and blah blah blah, And she's singing. The grandma's like, hold on, dude.
Aw.
I can't hold on. Stop, dude. This doesn't help. This wine. Hold on. Somebody finish. Read my notes.
Read my notes.
I'm gonna make it real short because I'll start crying right now.
No, but you did post it.
Yeah, I did.
Back to your own Instagram. He
Yeah,
was
I
just
did.
like, oh my god. I was like, Jesus.
I posted. I put cry with me. And now she's just singing Mañanitas.
Get it together, man.
She's singing Mañanitas. And hold on. And that was enough to make me
That was
cry.
Yo, but there are
Let's go to the next one.
some people that can sing Las Mañanitas and when they sing
Bring
it
me
in
to
a
tears.
surge.
I understand
Oh
that.
my
It was
gosh,
the,
yeah.
It wasn't just the
Especially
singing.
at
It
a
was the
funeral.
grandma
It
being.
wasn't her singing though.
Yeah.
It was the grandma being old.
And it wasn't
my
at her
grandma. You know, all that stuff together. You know.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move forward because I'll start crying. But April 23rd, I'm writing a letter to. I have a nephew that's unfortunately in prison. You know, so
Free the nephew.
Just writing the letter that got me going. It wasn't a super ugly cry, but it was
I
because
haven't
there's a whole
written to my
spectrum.
homies in a minute.
There's a whole spectrum. But that's probably what made me cry too because I haven't written to him in a long time.
Yeah.
Guilt.
Nah, just because that was the closest thing I have to a son. He's like the first nephew, you know. But you know, shit happens, and that's where he's at. But yeah, just writing the shit like, oh my god. But there's a whole spectrum. There's a 1 to 10 on crying, you know. Angela Johnson was like a full 10. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You know, my nephew is just more like a good 6, you know. Oh, but still, I got watery-eyed. And then back to DMX because he
you cried
wasn't
again?
he wasn't dead yet,
Right. He was just like unresponsive.
and now he's passed. Rest in peace. April 24th, they posted the video of like the whole, not the funeral, but on the street.
Yeah.
They had a monster truck carrying his coffin,
Oh shit.
and there all the fans.
Yeah. And it had
You
the
know.
wrap, right? Of
Yeah,
the DMX.
DMX
and stuff.
logos
Yeah.
and all that, everything. And that shit got me going. I was like, oh, he really dead this time.
This time.
So that got me going. Anything? Any Lachrymose Log
I wrote it
contributions?
to you. I thought you were
I
gonna
know
write
you
it
did.
down.
I did. I'm sorry.
So you have your own going of the times that you
Well,
cried?
now she's trying to compete with the master.
Well,
here.
no, because I just like cried.
I'll
that
find
was
it.
it was like the one time like I
It
cried.
was about the video where they're letting people out of prison.
Oh yeah,
Young
of course.
Thug,
Of
something
course,
like
yeah.
that.
So speaking of crying,
Do you have any contribution to the Lachrymose Log?
yeah, well,
Give us one real quick.
I cried last night.
What happened? Because you were talking to me. I have that effect on people.
No, I have that effect
I'm
on
just
people, and
joking.
that's
I'm
the
joking.
story I was gonna tell. But really quick, last
do it.
night because I've been writing so much, and I've been suppressing things that now that I'm putting, you know, I can't say pen to paper, fingers to keys.
Yeah.
I'm yeah, I've just been in my feels like really, really deep. But on another note, so there was this one time at the bar I didn't want to drink. I was like super in my feels, and that's when I completely like cannot drink because I'll get sappy fucking crying like really ugly. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, you know, I'd rather smoke and just chill, go have like tonic water and just chill, like leve, you know. And this particular day, when I got there, a few minutes later, 2 guys and his girlfriend come and sit next to us, and I'm just talking. I mean, we're just, you know, it's a bar. We're all now sitting at the same table, just shooting the shit, whatever. And he's venting to me about his girlfriend in a fight. So I don't even remember really what I said. And he just looked at me and just started crying. And he's like, God. I've never thought of it that way. Like, I've never blah, blah, blah. He's like, you're right. This, that, and the other. I feel
like we have something similar.
And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what. And I'm just, whatever. Then the guy next to him, he's like, why are you crying? Fucking pichi puto, blah, 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 whatever, right? I was like, dude, we're having a moment.
Yeah,
like, leave him alone, you know, whatever.
Up,
and I don't know. He left because he got in his feels. Like, he was going to go, I don't know, use the restroom, take a shot. I don't know what he went to go do. And so the guy scoots over, his friend, who's like talking shit to him. So we start talking. Dude starts crying.
What?
Same thing, right? But he gets on a trip of that, I think he's gay. And I was like, I do not. Like, I don't know you. I don't even know you. Like, he was pretty fucked
he's
up.
He's gay or the friend?
He's himself.
Oh, okay.
I was like, dude, I just met you. Like,
he said that he thinks he's gay to you?
No, he thought that I thought he was gay. And I'm like,
that means he's gay.
Maybe
what
he
are you
thinks he's
talking?
gay. Yeah, that's my first thought.
Okay, well,
You think I'm gay?
You are.
so same thoughts, exact same thoughts. Right? I'm
Grabs your
sitting
boob.
there, I'm all, dude, I'm here sober. I'm not even like, I don't even know you. Like, it was just random. So my other friends that I did know that were sitting at me, they're like, do you know those guys? Like, what's up with
That happens to
them?
me all the time.
And I was like,
They think
no, I
these
don't know
people.
them. And then they're like, why are they both crying? And I'm like, I have
That's worse than me.
no idea.
thought
I was like, I
have
really,
similar
I
stories.
don't
That's
know.
better
Like, I
/ worse than
don't,
mine.
I don't know. Wait, it gets better.
Oh, hell yeah. So the guys start making out with each other.
No. So his girlfriend comes over, the not gay guy's girlfriend comes and sits next to me, right? And she's telling me, because he was started to get angry in his tears. In his tears,
They
he's like,
almost
I'm
turn it on
not.
you
And I'm all,
sometimes.
bro,
They'll turn
I
it
don't
on you
even know
sometimes.
Like, well,
Yeah, they've done it
he
to
did
me.
turn it on me.
Yeah,
I was
that's
all,
happened to
dude,
me.
I
You
met
made
you
me
like
cry.
5 minutes ago. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what
they've-
you
I
don't
can
even
re-
know
I can
it.
relate to
Yeah,
this.
you don't
I can
even
relate
go
to this
here.
so much. I can relate to this so much, dude. It's happened to me. Yeah.
So
like I made them cry, or now they start accusing me of like picking their brains, like doing it on purpose or some shit. And I'm not.
Well, so
You're the one
she
telling me
comes
shit,
over and
motherfucker.
she starts sharing about how he's abusive with her.
He is gay.
So
For sure.
And in sharing that, she's like, my kids don't like him. Like, my son has almost tried to beat him up. Starts venting, telling, spilling tea
She
on their
starts crying.
relationship. Starts crying.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
3
like,
in 1.
what the hell? It gets better.
Oh man.
Wait for it. That's why I said I'm like, Lachrymose, I'm heavyweight of Lachrymose, dude. My own
This is
and
perfect
other
for the
people.
Lachrymose Log.
Honestly.
Other people's and my own. So,
Wait,
go.
I would have for sure needed a drink after the first 2.
Oh, I
dude.
did. Oh, I did. Fuck, girl. Already. I was like, oh, shit. All right.
Give me a double.
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker thinks I'm accusing. It was just beyond. I was like, yeah, I went and had a drink for sure. So then the third one, right? It's his girl, and then things just start like everybody starts fighting. They're between the same little party, all 3 of them, whatever. They end up going. So I run into my compadre, and he's all, hey, we were like, I'm leaving and he's getting there. He's like, hey, how are you, comadre? Like, stay, have a drink. I'm all, dude, this is my 1 drink. I think maybe my second. I'm like, I'm out of here. Like, this is too much already, right? He's like, well, what happened? So I shared everything I just shared with you guys. I share with him. He's all, why do you make me cry? He's like, why do you make people cry? How many times did you make me cry at the bar? And I was like, oh my God.
That's me, dude.
You're right. Like, I completely forgot we had that moment where he's like, why, what's your deal? And I'm like, I really don't know. Like, and it's happened.
We're talking to people and we're genuinely interested. And then they feel comfortable and they tell us their whole lives. And it's like, it's not our fault, but we're genuinely interested though.
Yeah. Well, when I went to Dallas to train for my new job, the lady that was there, we went to have lunch and she just starts sharing. She's like, I have not told anybody that in years.
That's me, yeah.
I don't
People
even
tell
know
me
why I'm
their
telling you
deepest,
this. And I was
darkest
like,
shit.
What the?
People tell me
I'm like,
that
it's
happens
cool.
to me all the
Like,
time.
it's all right, you know, like.
I love it though. I mean, I feel.
But I
blessed.
cry,
Like,
dude.
thank you.
I
tell them
cry.
thank you for
There's
sharing.
been a few stories that
I've
they
come
share where
close.
I'm crying
I
with
hold it
them. I'm
back.
like, holy
I hold
shit,
it
you've
back.
been through something else, you
I
know?
have
It's
to fight
like,
it. Yeah.
but I'm a
Yeah.
crybaby. For your like,
Yeah.
I'm not, dude.
I'm
I wish I
crybaby.
was.
She's evil.
I wish I had feelings.
But all of it, even if I'm mad, like even if I'm mad
I want
right
that on
there.
a shirt. I wish I had feelings.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Write that one down. Good contribution to the Lachrymose Log.
That was an
That's-
excellent
that's-
Thank you.
yeah,
contribution to
that's a good one.
Lachrymose Log.
So we're about an hour and 12 minutes in.
So we've determined that guy was gay and his girlfriend needs to just leave him.
Yeah.
Well, that's honestly like, cause I don't want to go super long, but that's always been a thing. Like obviously, age old question: why women stay in these relationships? And I know why. There's there's PTSD. There's a void
What's a
there.
psychological?
Yeah, it's super psychological, and you can go on and on. And I hate when men oversimplify it. That's how you know they're douchebags when they post about it. Oh, I stopped being a gentleman because I was like this with one girl and she didn't appreciate it.
But it goes both
like,
ways, I think, for
it does
women.
go- everything goes both
because
ways.
women, I think, have also
I go both ways.
myself included.
I don't. But no, I do.
Myself included, where you do feel tainted in a sense, you know. But it's just
How? What do you mean?
in the sense of like you're saying, if my heart was broken, so that's why I'm not a I'm not a good person, or I'm not.
But my thing is this. Yeah, but male or female, I talk about this all the time. I was just randomly, probably in the same bar you were in. We're not going to say the name of it, but it's one of the last times I saw you in person. But, a guy I just met, but he's a friend of a friend. He's talking about his chick, and, he's breaking her down. She's like, she sounds cool, but she does have a dysfunctional side, but so does he. And
You do have that. Remember that one chick that we met at 915 Vibes?
this is new. Yeah, that's the first time you see that, but it happens to me all the time.
Dude.
Same thing she's explaining. And I feel
That just
one-
came to my head.
Yeah, you saw it. But this dude, what I was telling him is like, yeah, dude, she sounds like a cool chick. She's obviously troubled also, in no disrespect to you, but you got a lot of shit going on too. But no matter what you have, don't put it on the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't put it on the other person because that's not cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, the gentleman thing, whatever, my retort to that is my shit's not based on the person. I'm just
who I am.
I'm a nice gentlemanly motherfucker just
Yeah.
because I'm not going to change it if she doesn't like it. I'm going to change it for her. Like, I don't like my door being open. Cool. But I'm not going to be like, fuck all girls.
Yeah,
And-
I'm never opening a door again.
And
yeah.
like on the women's side, we don't put it on, try to work on yourself. You know what I mean? Like if, cause I've been on the opposite side too, where a girl was every guy before me has cheated on her. And so she was super
paranoid
and untrustworthy of me. And I understand it. So I would deal with like, I get it, babe, cool. But at some point,
Yeah.
like I'm the shit. So at some point I'm worried about, I love myself more than I love you. So
Absolutely.
you can't subject me to, because she's abusing me. She's abusing me also. Like, no, you're probably cheating. I was like, I'm not. I already told him. But judge me by my actions. I get where you're coming from. But my track record, have I done anything weird?
Yeah,
have I
yeah.
done anything? So at some point, I'm going to break up with you. I'm going to give you several warning shots. And I'm going to dump you at some point because you're not, you know what I'm saying? So don't put it on the other person. Try to work on yourself. Communication, of course, that's cliche, but talk about it. I try to talk about it with this person. Like, babe, do you think that's a good reason to fight?
What's communication and comprehension?
Comprehending the communication aspect.
And
of it.
like just to kind of bring full circle on how back when I had asked you like how do you balance that, or because I do feel like I obviously want to be truthful and whatnot as far as the social media thing, and going back to like addressing self-growth is like, okay, I want to do this art, I need to be specific about my taste in doing it. Like that was the growth through it and growing through these different situations where I hope I'm changing, I hope I'm growing for something bigger, better, you know what I mean? But that keeping it real, still being all that, it's just finding that compromise otherwise to make it all work together.
Yeah.
I guess.
And you know what, to be honest, because this is how far my brain goes and my thought process, even if, because that's why I don't like sharing or kind of critiquing things, because even if something bad does happen or some sort of weird consequence or you lose somebody in your life or whatever the fuck happens, people are so afraid of losing people. Like, I'll just get some new friends. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
my
really don't give a
favorite
fuck.
friend.
I really don't. I am. Like,
I
really
know,
don't
me
give a
too.
fuck. Like, I love myself.
I was being real.
Yeah, thank you. My point is this. Even if something bad
I talk
happens.
to myself in the mirror. We have a great time.
The realest nigga I know.
Straight up. But so even if something bad happens, the good thing is that, hey, man, you're going to wake up to see another day. You can, quote unquote, fix it or just change it. So even if there's bad, life goes
tomorrow.
on.
Yeah.
That expression is one of the few I like because I don't like expressions and platitudes, but life really does go on. Like,
Yeah.
we're fine. You know what I mean? Like,
Mine is, it is what it is.
Yeah.
man.
Until it's not. Just kidding.
Well, it can only be. I actually hate that one because it is what it is. Like, well, yeah, it can only be that. That's all it could be.
The one that I hate and is cliche as fuck, but
I hate
it's
a lot of them.
true is everything happens for a reason. When people
How is
tell
that
me
true,
that,
though?
wait, when
Now, see,
people
like,
tell
now
wait,
we're
wait,
gonna go 2 hours.
Wait,
How
no,
is that true?
No, when people
that's-
tell
no,
me
that's
that,
too vague.
wait, when people tell me
That's
that
too vague.
in the moment of
I hate that
chaos,
one.
I hate it. I
love
just
that
said
one.
that.
But why
I
is-
just,
but it's-
I
but-
hate it, but it's
But how is it true?
Okay, in the moment,
No,
you
tell
don't
me-
fucking tell me that in the moment.
Yes, that's
I
what I
will
was just,
fight you if you
Exactly.
tell me that in the
Don't
moment.
tell me
My
that
point
shit
is
in the
this.
moment. Yeah.
But
No,
overall,
You look
but to
back and you're like,
see,
damn.
that's the beauty of you, and it's a double-edged sword like me, where people are crying and whatnot, because we don't give platitude, vague-ass answers. To me, that one, everything happens for a reason, is a platitude. And I get it. Like, let's say you're venting to somebody, something bad happens, and you're venting to your friend. They don't have the skill to really, talk to you in a proper way that's going to be productive or helpful.
Beneficial,
So
yeah.
they do stuff like that. everything happens for a reason. God works in mysterious ways. Those shits mean
Yeah.
nothing to me.
Yeah.
No,
Everything
for
happens
sure.
for a reason. What's the reason? If you don't know the reason, don't tell me everything happens for a reason.
That's what
Shut the
she's
fuck up.
saying. Like
Like
in
the
the
Cardi-
moment.
No, I know, yeah.
Like the Cardi B meme. What was the reason?
Yeah.
I've been saying that for my whole life, dog. Like,
Yeah, well, because
fuck,
the lesson
I-
comes later.
name-
the lesson just
Okay,
comes later. So
but
that's what I'm
that's-
saying.
but
It's
they don't know
true.
the
You
fucking
look
lesson.
back again. She says,
No, I know, I agree.
Hearing it in the moment, you're like, fuck.
That's different.
that.
Yeah.
That's my
But
point. My
when
point is
you
like
look back, you're
people
like,
should work
damn.
on their fucking skills.
Okay, that yes.
Because you
But
have it
just as
already.
an overall, like, everything happens for a reason, dude.
Instead,
to me,
say,
honestly, that's
in 10
bullshit.
years, you're going to look back
That's your
on
perception. That's you. Like, that's us that are more evolved. Like, we're going to find a reason.
But,
But some people don't.
okay,
So that expression means nothing.
look, I'm going to do,
what I'm
I'm going to
saying?
do one of those, whatever you call it, that I'm so good at. And this is going to be,
callback?
our, yes. This
We'll
is
leave it
gonna
with
be
that. We'll
our-
close with that.
The way everything happened for us to come, and I didn't know it was her, and how I had been wanting her to cut. Everything happens for a reason.
This is Sweet Jesus Radio. Thank you for playing.
Awesome sauce.
Sweet Jesus Radio.